Hey, how's it going? Yep, yep. I decided I will do the round three topic on stream. I feel like it's a bit samey. It's just like fiddling. I'd rather do that off stream because I find it boring to look at. I mean, yeah, it could be cool to sit and see the process, but for half an hour, I don't think it's that interesting. I think it's better to just do something a little bit more shorter and dynamic rather than detail for 30 minutes. That's what I think. But yeah, so today I will be doing just I think just some random stuff, whatever I feel like. Hey Tihana, Cosmoverse, how's it going? Dibby. Dibby. How's it going? Yeah. Good morning. Like I said, I don't think I'll be doing the that
Oh, yeah.
Zealand. Oh, number 7. Good morning, Zealand. Atsuki. Oh, the beauty. Hey, I'm fine, thanks, Cosmoverse. I'm fine, thank you. Let's switch just the screen off for a second. I need to make sure that I'm not going to show you anything. Hard drive, wake up. Have you been sleeping? Come on. I'm waiting for Explorer to open. It doesn't want to open. Oh, there we go. Okay. I just didn't want to load it up and show you my hard drive. Right. Yeah, I made that one. Time is up as a emote, and that one warm-up raid. But I'm not too happy with the warm-up raid one. But it is what it is. But this then we have a time is up emote. It's waiting to be approved, I guess. Hey, Shoe Thief. Yeah, man. Fantastic. Glad that you made it on time. Hey, Miss Graphics, how's it going? Alright, so I will be doing something and not the topic of yesterday, the Journey to Another World topic. Like I said, I feel like there's just detailing for 30 minutes is not that fascinating, so I'd rather do something dynamic. Hey, Dr. Sheldon. So first come, first served. Give me any topic. First come, first served. Quick, write something because it's 10 past. I gotta start. Good. Waiting. First come, first served. Today. Ninjas, right? Ninjas it is. The Shoe Thief gets it. Ninja by the Shoe Thief. Ninjas. Or ninjas. Ninjas. Hey, Weeping J, how's it going? What up? So ninjas. I had this idea of lighting condition already. I want to see if I want to play around with the idea. So we'll see where we'll go. But How can we do the ninja there? All right. Hey, Miss Monster. Oh, number 6. The powerful, powerful, powerful number 6. Oh, yeah. Amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations are in order. You're officially a number 6er. Milestone indeed. Cosmoverse. Oh, you try to find it. Sounds interesting. Good morning, Miss Monster. What are you doing? Hard drive. This is not boding well. Photoshop, are you really gonna crash on me on the stream? Don't be this way, Photoshop. Yep. Yep. Look. Nope. Nope. Great. I'm gonna do this. Photoshop, why you die? Why do you treat me the way you do? 1 second, everyone. Sorry about the black screen, but Photoshop crashed. This card says Cosmoverse. Let's see. So you just don't see the ninja? Or is there a ninja troll in there? Doesn't look like there's a troll in there. Is it just a trolling picture? Okay, we're starting from scratch. Great. Okay. Let's do it all again. Hopefully Photoshop won't crash this time. Let's save. Cosmoverse, yeah, it's a funny idea, like a masterful troll ninja. It's just an empty room. Mary H99, how to get into the gaming industry. I mean, I've kind of mentioned this before, but I think it's worth mentioning again. Is that, hey Kirill, how's it going? I feel like any veteran artist should be careful of saying how people should get into the industry. Unless, you know, there's specific cases where the veteran or the seasoned artist in the industry has actually knowledge in it, which is up to date. I'm always hesitant. Any Rada, how's it going? I'm always hesitant to say this is XYZ how you get into the industry, because when I started 15 years ago, the industry didn't look the way it does today, right? So how could I say what you should and shouldn't do? Try to get into the industry now. You know, I know how it was when I tried. You know, I could relay that. I could relay information from what I think you need to do, or I can tell you what I'm looking for when I'm now in a position of hiring people, right? So in that sense, I can tell you what I think is required by a starting artist and what you should focus on. But actual takeaway knowledge that you can go, oh shit, all right, I'm gonna get hired tomorrow, is not gonna, I'm hesitant of saying that this is how you do it, right? So that being said, there is a couple of pointers, Mary. Number one, figure out what you want to do. There's many different things to do in the gaming industry, and there's many different specializations. The more precise you can be, the smaller the chances of getting hired, but also it enhances your ability to get where you want, right? The reason why it gets smaller is because if you're in a very niched field or a very specific case, you're excluding other things, right? But what that also means is that you're going to specialize in it, and in big picture wise, you're going to get good at it, right? So that means there's a higher chance that you actually get hired by it. But it also means that you're competing against specific people, more or less, because they might also exactly know what they want to get hired as. And if it's a very popular field, the threshold is higher, right? Clearly. That's why there's significantly more nurses than doctors. Kind of, That is a made-up statistics, but I'm saying it's true. But it's the same. There isn't many art directors in the studio. There's a singular, more or less, and many artists. And not every artist wants to be an art director. So in that sense, not every person wanting to get into the gaming industry wants to be a monster designer. So maybe you like props more, or you like, I don't know what you want. So step one, start figuring out what you want, what you enjoy doing. And if you don't know what you enjoy doing, I would recommend you start, this is what very popular back in the days, back in the days when I was young, was that there was very popular to do mods for games. And there was a huge mod scene where people who loved doing games but didn't want to do it from scratch with, engine and all these things, which is, it's quite advanced, right? If you want to make your own indie game. So what a lot of people did was that they did mods, right? Mods for games where they didn't need to reinvent the game. They didn't need to revolutionize an idea of how games are played. You just say, oh, I love this game, I'm going to make a mod for it. So you swap out the characters, or you swap out the theme, or you make additional characters, or whatever. There's always mod tools. A lot of times they release the mod tools for the game. So that's what a lot of people did back in the days to kind of figure out this whole game business, right? And what they liked. And naturally, because you're in a mod team, people say, oh, I need a environment artist for our mod. And you go, oh yeah, I can do environment. I want to do environments. Kirill, yeah, absolutely. That is a big part of the hard part, is to understand what you love, and and so on, you know, like. But Mary here seems to know that dinosaurs is is the thing. Hey, Captain Bose, how's it going? Oh, the one-man wolf pack. No, but in all seriousness, Mary, then I would then start designing monsters. And because you love dinosaurs, just have them being, the monsters being influenced by dinosaurs. And the thing is, like, the chances that you're going to be working on dinosaur games for 10 years is slim to none. Let's just be honest here. You are most likely not going to be working on many dinosaur games in the industry. So if you want to join the video game industry, to be working on dinosaurs all day long, the chances are that there's a studio out there who's going to be making dinosaur games only is slim. I don't, in all honesty, I might be wrong, and I'll happily admit it if that's the case, but I doubt it, right? I doubt that there is many studios out there that's going to be doing dinosaur games. But that doesn't exclude that you can't enjoy dinosaurs. And like, what's his name? James Gurney? Is it James? Gurney? I know his surname is Gurney, at least. He does the Dinotopia stuff. His own pet project of dinosaurs. And, you know, he has had lots of success with that because he loves it. And he's a skilled artist. And it works for him, right? But because he loves dinosaurs so much, I doubt he's like rolling in dinosaur clients. Hey, Frenchy, how's it going? So in that case, you know, in your portfolio, you can focus on dinosaur influenced monsters or creatures. You know, where you lean on your passion of dinosaurs, so that there's, for example, there's one artist, Korean artist, I think, Jaemin Kim. I'm shit with names, so. But he's a creature artist. He does creatures all day, every day, and all of his creatures, more or less, are very, very dinosaur influenced. You can see clearly he loves dinosaurs as well, and he leans on that love in a lot of his creations. And what that does is creates a very unique look to his creatures and dragons and so on, whatever he works on, and he enjoys it, you know. You can see he loves it, and he loves dinosaurs. You can see that too. Captain Bose, yeah, exactly. There you go. I mean, but what those people are doing, they are famous because of their project, their pet project, their own venture into it, and they've proven that it works due to skill, understanding, what's it called? Tenacity, and so on. And these projects usually run over a period of years, right? And it's not like, oh, hey, stumbled into it. No, it's good, Captain Boss. Good that there's name dropping, because we are talking specifics, right? Yeah. So, like, that's the thing. So you can also say, oh, I want to do creatures. Okay, that's fine. So now you've honed in a little bit better on where to go, right? So then what I would recommend you doing is look at who's best in the industry, like, and a good way of doing that is not a foolproof way, but Google creature design and look at what hits you get at the top, like top 10 hits on Google when you Google creature design, and look at the quality, look at the range of those artists, should give you an idea of the current roof of that field. So if you're that good, it means you are at the top, right? And I'm not saying you are going to be that starting out, but at least you know from that today that is the gold standard. So by you knowing that, you know where to start going. But what's important is that if you probably, I'm guessing here, but the top 10 of creature design hits could be all 10 of the same artist, or there's different artists. And I'm quite sure I would bet a lot of money on it that each have their own style. Like they don't feel like they're repeating themselves, right? And it's household names in that sense, that in like character design, if I would say Marko Djurdjevic, you would go, oh, like I can see that that's Marko Djurdjevic, or Wes Barrett, or or Bjorn Hurri. No. So what my point being is that they are separate artists with separate styles, and that they are there in the position where they are due to the fact that they have spent time developing their style, spent time harnessing their skill set, and most likely not copying other artists too much, but actually doing their own thing most of the time to get better at doing their style, right? And that will only come with time, style, and like signature style, comes with practice and time. You won't stumble into your signature style day one, right? It's going to be there. It's just going to be like a diamond in the rough, right? You're not going to know what that is until further mileage, when you started exploring things and styles and ideas, and you're starting to filter what you like and don't like, what you don't like the look of, or maybe you find a favorite shape that you're going to be using for the coming 1 year of trying to learn, and then you're going to find another shape that you enjoy or another topic, and you're just going to be doing that, and so on and so on. And that's really important to remember, that when you're starting out, that there's two things there. Hey Iglesias, how's it going? Two things there that you need to remember starting out if you want to get into the industry. Mileage is everything in the beginning. Mileage being a lot of drawings, a lot of practice, a lot of studies, a lot of, if you're going to be a concept artist, imaginary drawings, practice solving visual problems, so that you have variety and understanding of adjusting your approach based on a new problem, rather than just doing comfort zone stuff and being really good at comfort zone stuff. I mean, if you're an illustrator, I'd say comfort zone stuff is way better, and you don't really need to be exploring ideas and different idea solutions, because as an illustrator, you don't necessarily do that, right? You sometimes you get handed a design and just say, make it a cool drawing or a cool painting, and you just go, yup, I got this. So that's another layer to it, right? Mileage, practice, do it specific for your line of work that you want to get into. Concept artist, illustrator, mood painting, you know, there's many different things out there, right? Storyboard, that's more movies, but it's also used more and more in games where you can show scenarios, right, in pre-production. And secondly, exposure on social media platforms, because you want to be seen, right? So that you have chances of getting hired. And I think there's more than one solution, but a lot of people nowadays forget the importance of their own space that is not under the control of someone else. And by that I mean ArtStation, Instagram, Facebook, and so on. Like what happens, for example, I don't know if you know, but there was a huge portfolio website, the biggest on internet, called CG Hub. And one day everybody woke up and logged in and the website was gone. It was removed from internet. And everyone was like, fuck. I had my whole contact library there. That's how I got hired. That's how everybody knew who I was. And what do I do now? Now I'm here with nothing. Like how am I gonna get money for food? How am I gonna get clients, and so on and so on? And that's what happens, you know, when you put all the eggs in one basket and the basket isn't even yours. So that's something you got to think about as well. But you should also not disregard the fact that Facebook, Instagram, ArtStation are really important tools to be seen, but you need your own space as well. And it's really important to do that because, like I said, what if ArtStation just packs their bags and then what? You can't do nothing about it. I mean, I'm hoping that it won't happen, but no one thought it would happen with the CG Hub as well. But lo and behold, it did. So as a further evidence to that is that I have my own web domain, right? I pay $40 is it $40 a year? Or I don't know, something like that, right? And what is $40 a year? But what's interesting as well is because I'm bad at it. Last couple of years, I'm really bad at maintaining my website. But even without me doing anything to my website, I mean, I did update it recently, but it's under construction and it's it's in a state. But I still get maybe 3 to 6 million hits a year. And that's without me trying anything, you know, not pushing my website. It's just there collecting traffic. A lot of it is due to the steampunk Star Wars stuff circulating the internet and articles and interviews and so on. But still, that is a huge amount of people looking at me only, right? There's not a shared website of other artists. There's no one else they're there for me and me only, right? And that is so many people that is exposed to my art and my thoughts and my views on things. While let's say I go to ArtStation, you can find me on ArtStation, but you can also find thousands of other artists, which is great. You know, it has an increased chance of them finding me too, and that's fantastic. And that's why I have a ArtStation account, right? I'm there showcasing my point of view and trying to get the organic traffic from other people and being exposed to my followers, being exposed to my updates and so on. But I also always have my own website, and I always link to my personal website because it will be there forever and ever until I stop paying for it. And like I said, every year there's 3 to 6 million people just organically visiting it. And the potential of being seen by the right person is increasing, you know, is increasing on for every platform I join on, I join in on, you know, that growth is added to it, and I always make sure that every account leads to my own domain. And I think that's what a lot of people make the mistake about. But that's also one of the things I'm a little bit scared of saying how you should do it, because when I started out, there wasn't really all these things, right? So that's where I'm a little bit, you know, I'm no expert in it, but I can only see it from my point of view, you know. But as a person who hire people, it's I can tell you that a lot of it is based on who you know, if you get hired or not. And by that, I mean, think of it like this, like a buddy of yours, right? You are in the position to hire someone. So you get tasked to, we need a new artist for project X, right? So you have the opportunity to go, all right, so I need to find a new artist. So you go, I would go ArtStation probably, or Google the term creature artist, and then you get a top 10 list. How else would you find an artist that you need for that task? If you Google environment artist, you won't find Dave like, hi. Well, you will, but how can you stand out in that? You know, it's impossible. So what a lot of times it happens is that you go, who do I know? You naturally go, okay, do I know an environment artist? Or do I know anyone who would know a good environment artist? Right? That would be, I'm messing up the colors here. That would be the go-to move, right? Do I know anyone who needs a job? And that's a very interesting point that a lot of people don't think about, is networking. Like, I'm quite sure that 3 years down the line, a lot of you will still remember each other and know what each one of you enjoy drawing. And if you are in a position of hiring someone, you would go, oh, Bose, Captain Bose does cool robots. I need a robot artist. Hey, Bose, what you doing? Or you make an ad going robot artist needed, and then you get to pick. That's also a route a lot of are forcing to take, because how to find an artist in the chaos of internet. But networking is massive, and it's not. I'm not saying just make as many friends as you possibly can, because who cares about friend request number 4,208? It's like, who? But if you make a actual connection, human to human, share the journey together, let's say in a place like the Discord here, where you are grinding together and you see that other person's journey with you separately, you help each other, you grow together. And a lot of people who are in senior positions in the industry, we all know each other, from years and years back of being in the same position as you guys, who trying to learn all of this, right? So, and the more you know each other, the more you help out. I'm like, oh yeah, Kekai, he's an awesome artist. I'm gonna hire him. I remember back in 2000, whatever, makes sense, right? All right, rant over. Game over, man. What's she doing? Oh. All right, let's see. Let's raid her. Let's see. Yep. Right, we're gonna raid Chloe. She does a painting a mermaid hippo on paper with gouache, I think. Looks pretty interesting. Cheers, Nereda. So as per usual, I'm gonna do the outro, and after the outro, I'm gonna take you to the raid. So stay on this channel. Thanks everyone for coming. Thanks for the subs. For that number 6 Miss Monster. And Zealin. Oh Jesus. And good night if you're in that part of the world. Have a great day if you're in this part of the world. Receive Warmup. Invis. Hilarious. Alright, have a good one everyone. Outro time and then raid. Bye.